Way back in March.
What's happening up there?
Just fixing a couple leaky windows with some
Beautiful day.
random glass pieces we found in the storage room.
Who would have thought changing these windows would make such a difference? From the very beginning, I loved the clear story windows in here. These transom windows, they're so cool. And they were all 3-panel. And amazingly, down in the storage room, we found 4 pieces of thermopane glass. And it just so happened to be a little bit smaller than the existing window openings. So they had replaced all of the windows in this house about 3 years ago, and these were the only ones that weren't done. So what I'm thinking is something went wrong with their order, they didn't fit, they decided to leave them. Anyway, we are doing them now, and I feel like this is gonna be a major game changer in making both the exterior and the interior look so much crisper and more contemporary. Now moving on to the living room. We made one little change that I haven't told you about. So here's a thought. Right now, you come down the stairs here on this side. I'm struggling with furniture placement. And I'm thinking that maybe we should take those stairs and put them in the middle. They could be centered on this section of wall between the windows. Are you nodding at me? Do you like this idea?
Oh, Brayden and I are both nodding.
Yeah, right? And then...
Our approval. Look at that, there's the nod of approval. What about you, Adam?
Or me? Oh, approval for the center? Absolutely.
It's unanimous.
We move the stairs in the middle, then we could do chairs on either side. We could do a really great pair of chairs here, and we could do a giant sofa here, which I think, oh, what do you bet this is the kids? Nope, it's a client. I should always answer the client's calls, but I just can't right now. Hold on. Hey, I'm just shooting. Can I call you right back?
Great. And last time, we had to make a decision about some doors.
What would you do? Would you keep these doors?
We got modern.
Everything else is contemporary.
And then this is grandma's door. I think
This is a country door.
Yes.
Tell it to me straight, Charlotte. Don't sugarcoat it. Now, unlike Charlotte, 72% of you guys wanted to keep the doors, but it's not an open and shut case. You and I are trying to really keep our eye on the bottom line here. And I think I'm the one who always gets blamed for getting carried away when it comes to costs and budget overspending. But you feel that, what do you think we should do?
Who said that? I mean, really, who says that?
Everybody. Everybody says that.
Well, a couple things. So this door's been painted a few times.
Not well.
Not well. It's chunked up. I think the best thing to do to get the look you want is really to replace the doors. And we can repurpose these doors. So they will go into someone else's home who is going to love this more traditional look. So it's a win-win.
Well, if you were doing a farmhouse project,
Oh, I mean,
then
maybe
you would want these. But this is the Retro Ranch rental, and
this is a little too retro. So we priced these at our local building supply store, which is 2 minutes from here. And it's not a lot of money, but it'll have a big difference in terms of the overall look and feel of the house, because there are a lot of doors here.
so we've got some new shaker-style doors. We painted them, and they look great. And then, I think the Minister of Exteriors was trying to make me forget that he'd laughed at my budgeting. No matter
By
what,
the
we
way,
still...
you've got very pretty eyes poking over the top of that puffy microphone there.
Thank you.
You do.
I think the talent is asking me out on a date. Okay, back to work. Now, I had a plan for the mudroom downstairs, but it might have gotten lost in translation. This is what happens when you don't come to site for a while. Drywall in a mudroom can get pretty banged up, so I like to put wood on the walls because it'll stand up to the abuse and keep looking good. It's fine, it's here, it's done. New plan. We'll put up the cabinets and then we'll clad any drywall that's left in between. Remember that last episode you saw where the build team had all those great ideas? Brayden had the idea of sinking the tub. Adam had the idea of blasting out the wall. All right, well, nobody needs me here. I should get going. They just stopped asking me. They just decided to run with their ideas.
I have a question for you, Sarah.
Yeah.
We have all these pieces of wood, and I know they're really good fire starters and things.
Yeah.
But we have good sections, even though they're offcuts.
So that's funny because I was thinking about this the other day after I left here, and the fact that we have the drywall in the mudroom. And I think we need something more durable above the bench. So we're gonna put storage units on either side, but then we're gonna have a section of wall in the middle. I was almost thinking, what if we saved absolutely all of the pieces we have, and maybe we can make some sort of interesting pattern using up all of our scraps, sort of a patchwork wall, depending on how much we have in the end.
Perfect. Yeah, for sure, we'll save
That'd
it.
be cool. I mean, I was even thinking the little pieces. Maybe it'll be multi-dimensional, but if this was attached to the wall, that's big enough you could attach a hook to it.
Right.
And then we could paint it all a single color, and it would give us color and texture. And
Like the wallpaper.
yeah.
You okay there?
Slide, yeah.
Okay.
Look at that! Oh, I think that's really fun. I decided that because this is a guest bathroom, we don't need to have a whole ton of storage drawers in the vanity itself. We're gonna have a big cabinet here for storage of supplies and towels and everything else. So, the cool thing about this vanity is I just did a quick calculation. There's about 17 square feet of marble used to create this vanity. I got this marble for $5 a square foot. That's less than $100 in terms of the cost of the marble, the material cost to make this vanity. Yeah, of course I had to pay to get it made and delivered here, but look how cool it looks. This has a 12-inch deep front on it, so we were able to create a support that goes back to the wall so that this can be completely wall hung. I'm pretty happy with this. And cool thing here, in the shower, the tricky part with this marble was the slabs were short. They were not tall enough to go in a shower. So you know what we did? We just cut the slab in half and we stacked it. So this slab on the wall is actually one slab stacked on top of another. Look, see right here. Whoosh. This is called Donna Gray. And I think Donna is really pretty.
Even in this crappy light, it looks great.
Yeah, the light is really bad.
Wait for the reveal. Everyone will love seeing this when it actually looks real nice.
I know. This bathroom is going to be a pretty dramatic transformation. Remember how horrible it was?
Yeah, it's an ugly bathroom.
Thanks to the few changes that we made and our clever ideas from our team, we were able to make this a really nice bathroom. Toilet's going to be behind me here, sink, nice big mirror, fun wall sconce. We're going to tile the other wall, storage cabinet. It's all good. But we've got one thing that's not so good. So it seems we still have a bit of an issue with the moisture coming in on the back side of the house.
This is not looking good here. It's quite down.
We fixed the water that was coming down the wall by replacing the back door, but we've still got water coming in at floor level. The team has installed the vinyl flooring and done the drywall, but we've left this one section of wall open just to kind of monitor it and see what's happening. It's been winter, as you know, but we've had some really mild weather lately and a lot of melting. And you know what that's doing? It's giving us water on the floor here and also in here.
But yeah, that is a bit of a drag because you can see down there the water.
Fortunately, they've left this floor off, so that's actually not installed, but that's also not what we want. We need to get this figured out, and it's not great, because right behind these walls outside, it's the deck. If we have to rip the deck off and bring in an excavator, that could get expensive. As everything else races to completion, but the problem is we can't get the mudroom done until we get the water situation sorted.
So the previous owner was by, and he said that they had water issues on this side mostly. So they did an interior weeper, and they ran it along into the sump pump over there. Now I'm wondering if we smash up the floor here and connect to that weeper, if that will solve this problem. I'm guessing yes.
I like your guesses. They're generally very good guesses.
Well, thank you, sir.
An interior weeper picks up the groundwater as it rises before it seeps through the basement floor. And then the sump pump sends it back outside and away from the foundation.
And is it a big deal to smash up the floor there? I mean, if just to do a little test?
No.
Because then I think we should start by doing that before we rip the deck off.
Yeah, for sure.
And call in the excavator.
This is way quicker.
Much as I love digging with a big machine.
Yeah. If it was out there and there was no deck, I'd say dig away.
Yeah.
But since the deck's there, I think this is the way. Smash up the floor.
Sounds like a plan. What do you think, AY?
What are we talking about here?
So we have a cabinet here. We've got a bump out of 4.5 inches. So Chris
Look,
can
I've
either...
come to this side of the camera.
Right.
Oh, it's terrible.
Everybody go wipe the back of that.
That's more of a behind the camera coat.
What's wrong with my coat, Charlotte?
Nothing's wrong with your coat, just not for this house.
Take your coat off.
So the question is, we can mount the cabinet on the face here.
Yes.
We can mount them right on the face so they'll stick out 4.5 inches deeper than there.
Yeah.
Or we can cut them back so that they're flush
4.5 inches would be a lot out of those.
out of that. Yeah.
I think
it's gonna feel too
I
deep.
think that I'd rather have the space in the cabinet.
You'd rather have them be extra deep.
Yes.
You don't think it's gonna come too far out? Because this is a prep surface. I think it has to be cut back.
So we have 16.
Sometimes I wonder why I'm even asked.
I don't know. I'm thinking it through.
You know what? I'm gonna go back on that side of the camera. Safer back here.
So under the topic of how small things can make a big difference, these doors and the trim in here looks amazing.
Yeah, it's come a long way. The doors make a huge difference, and
If we could just get rid of the honey walls.
that's right. That is the only thing. So this weekend, Christian's going to town in here, and it should be a game changer by Monday.
Oh, that's exciting. We've got lots to do before we can call this project done. So don't forget to subscribe if you want to know what happens next. In the meantime, stay safe, everyone.